Good morning. It is a gorgeous day here in Palo Canyon. I'm in the state park. I'm hiking Upper Comanche Trail right now, and even though it's the last day of July, it is an unseasonably cool 65 degrees. So I am loving this. It's high altitude, so you still need a lot of sun protection, so I'm wearing my shirt over my shirt, but I think it feels really nice right now, and it's going to protect me from the sun later on. Anyway, it is just so beautiful today. I'm planning on doing an out and back trail. The Upper Comanche is 4.4, and that's, I believe, one way. So probably 9 miles round trip, but with views like this, can't really complain, huh? So as I said, it's a beautiful morning. It's perfect for hiking right now. And because we're still in the age of COVID, the state parks are limiting capacity. So I had to reserve online before I got here for a day pass, which I'm really glad I did. They've already, I think, filled up, and it's only 8:30 in the morning. I love this area. It looks like a little place for people to sit down and maybe listen to a concert or a lecture. Something so beautiful, and obviously one of the main features of Palo Canyon are the layers of rocks that you see and the different colors. They're so beautiful. You see mostly red siltstone, but then you see these layers of white gypsum that kind of sparkle in the sun. It's really beautiful here. So still beautiful, but of course with hiking I warmed up a little bit, so I took off my shirt for now. I'll put it back on later when the sun is high in the sky. But I made a mistake earlier. I said this was 4.4. It's actually Lower Comanche Trail that connects with Upper Comanche. That is 4.4. The Upper Comanche is 3.3. So if you wanted to do a longer hike, you could just continue on with Lower Comanche and then turn around when you wanted. But the Upper Comanche stops at Soapsbury Spur, which you can take down to the road, and there's picnic tables and restrooms. The Comanches were a Native American tribe that lived in the area. They were known as the Lords of the Plains. They were superior horsemen and warriors, and lived here until 1874 when they lost the Battle of Palo Canyon. I'm not sure if you can see off in the distance where there's a large stone standing up. and the smaller ones around it. It looks to me like a stone circle, like you might find in England or Scotland. I'm just here for a tiny little break. I'm enjoying the cool so much I don't want to put my shirt on yet, but it's been an hour and a half, so I am putting some sunscreen on. They recommend you put it on every 2 hours, and that they have a scale in the beginning that from the Harrington Cancer Center that tells you whether the risk for sunburn is moderate, high, extreme, or very extreme. And it was as far as it could go to the extreme. So I came around the corner and I found this guy. He's beautiful, but a little bit scary. I think we're getting into a slightly different ecosystem here because I'm seeing trees that must be growing along a creek bed, so there's more water. And then I found these little cacti here that have these little red berries on them. And those are something I haven't seen yet on the trail. So finally stopped for some water and a little bit of a snack. Haven't quite gotten to the end of Upper Comanche where the Soapsbury Spur is, but thought I would just have a little break. And I'm getting a lot more isolation now. There's no mountain bikers here or joggers or other hikers, and no campgrounds nearby, so I'm getting a lot of peace and quiet, and it's really beautiful. So the Hoodoos were probably the top of the trail, but this is officially the end of the Upper Comanche. If you go that way, you get Soapsbury Spur, which takes you to restrooms and a picnic area, or you have Lower Comanche, which goes a different direction. Here's a great chart I found in the visitor center explaining the different colors of layers and how old they are. So I'm about 0.7 miles till I get back to the parking lot, and it's cool and breezy, a nice 81 degrees, but my legs are feeling a little bit tired, so I think I'm I'm ready to have a seat and some air conditioning.